Hello all, my name is Krishna Rachakonda. In this video today I would like to demonstrate a game which I created for my kids. So the game is a number puzzle. It is very simple. So the number puzzle, basically I used to play this when I was a small kid. I wanted to create something similar to what I enjoyed when I was a kid and give it to my kids so that they may also enjoy this. So they have been playing from last few days and they really enjoyed it. So I would like to show you how I created this in the Power App. And before I show you the internal details, let me walk you through the game and explain how we can play this game, and then we'll go into the actual details. So to understand this game, one easy way is getting into the instructions. So click on that. So in the instruction you can read these 3 points. That's three simple steps. One is to play the game, click on the number to move it to the empty block space. So the puzzle is because it's a number puzzle, we have, if you see, this is a 4 by 4 matrix. And if you see the last number, like the after 15, we do not have a number 16. The reason is, like in this puzzle, one number which is like the last number always misses. Like a 4 by 4 matrix, the 16 will miss. In 3 by 3, 9 will miss. In 5 by 5, 25 will miss. So like that, the last number will miss. And all these numbers are shuffled in the game. So the number 15 can be in any position, and we need to bring those numbers into their spot that will complete the game. So we need to arrange the numbers like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, like this. In this particular order we need to arrange, not in any order, like not 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, not in any other order, but only in this specific order we need to arrange. And on top of these moves, on the right side we can see the time, how much time we are taking to complete the puzzle, and also the number of moves. Means each click on the on a number is counted as one move. So how many clicks we do on these numbers, each counted as one move. So I'm counting on that. And based on so end of the game we can know how many moves you took to complete the puzzle. So let's go back and see the puzzle types here. As I mentioned, 3 by 3, it will have only up to 8 numbers, but the ninth number is empty. 4 by 4, it is 16 numbers, but one number is missing here. Fifth one, again one number misses. All the 5 by 5. And also to increase the little challenge, to challenge some advanced users, so I put some freestyle here. We can take, for the new gamer, we can use unlimited to understand the game. Unlimited number of moves. Easy, I'm limiting now the number of moves to 350, and medium is 250 number of moves, and difficulty is 150 number of moves. So actually I did not make it like a time bound, but the number of moves. We can extend this game to make it time bound as well. And also, before I start the game, I would like to indicate this hearts icon or the award symbol. So it is a play history. If I click on it, it will take the user to the play history. Unfortunately, like in the Power Apps, we can see the play history only from the mobile or tablet devices. Means if you play this game in the mobile or a tablet device, I'm basically storing the information in the Power App cache and reading it from there, because I'm not using any data source for this Power App. So if you are using a browser to play, probably you will not, you will not have the play history. And if you are playing with mobile or tablet, then you can see all the items here, and also the number of wins you made. You successfully completed, you can see that. That is nothing but these awards. So let's without further delay, let's get into the game. It is very simple. You will I'm sure kids will love it for sure. So I just entered my name. By default the name of the player is player 1, but I entered my name here. So let's click on play, and before I click on play, let me select the puzzle type is 4x4, and also the challenge level is easy, means 350 moves. So let's click on it. So as soon as I click on the play button, I get into the game here. But if you see, all these numbers are grayed out. To start the game, click on the button start. Once you click on the start button, immediately all these buttons turn into green and the timer kicks off and the number of moves are ready to use. And in case if you want to pause the game, you can pause it. So you can pause it and again start it. So that way, like, the timer will be paused in case if you are distracted and if you want to pause for a second, so you can do that. And also the other options are reset. You can reset the puzzle if you don't like these numbers, or you can shuffle that with the reset. And this is a home button. It will take you to the home screen of the game. So already the timer started, so let's start the game. So I need to, as I said earlier, we need to move these numbers in the order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So first I need to find the number 1. So here it is. I need to move this to in the place of 6. So how I can move it is, I need to bring any other number down to the empty space. So I can bring 12 to this, or 5 to the empty spot, or 14 to the empty spot. We cannot get the numbers, we cannot move the numbers diagonally, only horizontally or vertically. So let's click on the numbers quickly. So I got 2 here. I don't want 2 because after 1 is there, I want 2 here. So let me take this. So here, and I will take it here, 9, 6 and 2, 1. If you see, I got both the numbers 1 and 2 in place. Now I want to take 3 there. So 3, let me play for a few seconds and then we'll switch to the other options. So I got 4 like this. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need 5, 6, 8. I have 8 here. So let me see. No, I will take this. No, I will take this. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. So now again 9. I need to, here the complexity starts. Now these two, because we utilize the other spots for moving the smaller numbers, now it will become little tough to move these items. So let's see. This I need 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's see, the 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, this one I need to take the 9 to the other one. Okay, so if I move it, see, the order won't be, it's not correct order, so you need to be very careful how we are playing it. So let's move it. Okay, so let me stop, pause here, and then, because you can play this game for as much time as you want. So I will show you the other functionality here. So as I said earlier, this is a reset. Do you want to reset the numbers in the puzzle? Yes. Okay, so it resets it and resets the time, resets the moves as well. And click on start. Again, you will have a new set of numbers. Start playing it. Okay, and it's the same. So now let's click on the home button. We can now get back to the main home screen. In this way you can play any number of combinations, like a 3x3, different 4. It's almost like a 3 times 4. You got 12 different options to play, like a 5x5 medium, it's 250, and click on play. You will get these numbers. So you can play. This is a little more complex because a lot of numbers and only one spot is available to shuffle or rearrange these numbers. So a lot of time, it's going to take a lot of time. And if you see, the move count is less, so that is why it is getting tougher for the bigger puzzles. So people who wants to challenge themselves, you can keep the challenge level in difficult and try either 4 by 4 or 5 by 5. 3 by 3 is also sometimes challenging as well. So if you see here, this looks very easy, but once you start it, you cannot really move the numbers in a particular order, because the numbers gets locked. So if we see here, so locked in the sense, the numbers will be in the reverse order. So in that way, like, you will lose the opportunity to keep them in a same order. So like that. So this is the puzzle. This is how we can play this puzzle. I'm sure kids may like it. So let's get into the code part, how I created this one. Okay, so this is the Power App. The background I got it from, I think, Placeit or some website, third party. This is the background image. I really like a video game kind of look and feel, so I took the background image and put it on the screen as a background. And also, if you see, I used individual screens for each puzzle to make it more modular and easy to handle. We can make it like a single screen and manage all the three, but to make it easy for the development, I just created 3 screens. And also the puzzles is a separate screen, which is a static text and images, nothing more than that. So let's get into the main logic, how I created this. So as you know, these are all different radio buttons, the images and all of it. So once I click on it, basically on the app start, there is some logic is going on. I mean, a lot of logic is there in the I'm sorry, like on the app we got only one collection here, where I'm initializing the game levels, like maximum moves, maximum time and type, whether it is a freestyle or easy or a medium or difficult. Actually, my intention was to make 2 different challenge levels. One is based on the number of moves and the other one is based on their time as well. So I will do that in the next version. So for now it is a max moves only. So my intention was to use max time as well. So I'm using this collection in other places wherever I'm doing reading the moves. So from the home screen, when I click on play button, I have a function, I mean, I have a if condition here. If the player is if the player name is not text, I mean, if it is blank, then I'm notifying the user. Otherwise, switch command, here I'm using the radio button value, and if it is 3 by 3, I'm navigating to the screen 3 by 3. 4 by 4 is different, and I'm actually passing the challenge level based on what value I selected in the radio buttons. So I'm passing the value to the next screen by using the update context. Let's see the 3 by 3, what value, how we are getting it. So in the onVisible property, I'm initiating a lot of variables which I can use it like update context as well, but I just used global variables. But we can make it like update context and use the local variables here, because these variables are not being used or shared with other screens. For simplicity, I just use the global variables here. So the main logic, how I'm generating those numbers and shuffling them whenever I am coming into the screen, that is very, very simple actually. So if you see this logic here, clear collect, that's the puzzle number. I'm actually using a multiple functions here, a sequence. Sequence is a very important and very unrecognized function in normal app development, but a sequence is very, very good if you want to generate a sequence set of numbers. So if I use sequence of 9, it generates basically 9 numbers in order, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and I'm using the shuffle function to shuffle those numbers. Now they are shuffled, and I'm getting the first n means all 9 into this one, so into this collection. And then I'm clearing up one more collection here, and here I'm adding one more column. Let's see this one. I'm adding a column called some index column, basically because I need to know the indexes for each number, so then only I can shuffle or change the numbers. So I created a column called index column, and then doing all that. I'm putting the index of the value. And then some more like toggles, some variables I'm toggling. So here if we see, this is a gallery. This is not a component. This is simply a gallery with buttons and labels. That's it. So a simple gallery, very simple gallery. If we see here, I initialized the gallery with the puzzle numbers indexed. That's it. So what I will be, what does this collection has? All the numbers which are shuffled. And on the in the gallery, what I did, let's see the let's scroll it down, and here I put in the gallery two controls only. One is a button, one is a label. So one is a button. The button, you do not see button, but there is another, a button is there. So the button, what does it contain is it has a lot of logic inside. I will explain you that in a moment. And also the label is hidden here, but if we see the what does it contain, the index property, which is a hidden one. I'm using it to shuffle or to locate the numbers, their location basically. So you will see where exactly I use the index. So let's see that. And also the button has a visibility condition here, because this is a 3 by 3 puzzle, 3 by 3 puzzle. On visible property, if I see the visible property here, if the number is 9, I'm just hiding it, otherwise it's showing it. So that's one thing. And second thing is on select, means when I click on the button should move, means the number should move to the respective location. Means if it has an empty space on the right side, it should move to the right. If it has empty space on the left, it should move to the left, or down or up. Okay, so for that logic, what I did was, it's based on the numbers. If you take 3 by 3, they are specific locations. So this is the logic actually I'm using it. If this index is 4, or sorry, this is an exception logic, but if we see here, if there is an index difference, means index difference I'm getting it. If you see the index difference, the value of this item dot index and the var9 index is all the way up. I'm getting the from the collection, where is that what is the index of the number 9, because we are keep clicking on the numbers and the number will move to the other places. So what is the index of that 9 number? So we are I'm getting that. And also here I'm basically checking the index value, whether it is a -1, -3, because this is a 3 by 3 puzzle. But if it is a 4 by 4 or a 5 by 5, these numbers gets changed because based on the moves. So that's why I included this one, these numbers like -1, -3, or +1 or +3. And there are few exceptions which I captured in the other logic as well, in the variable here. In some of the, this logic does not satisfy everything. So I had to, there are few exceptions, so I captured that with another condition here. And also here the few, the freestyle, whether it is a freestyle, if it is a freestyle, the move count should be going up. If it is a easy, medium, or difficult, because the move count is fixed there, the move count should go down, so that the user will have an experience of counting down the number of moves. So for that experience, I put this logic here. And also how these numbers are moving from one location to the other location. So for example, let's start the game here, and let's start it. So how I'm moving this number 7 to the empty spot. The empty spot has a number 9, but I'm hiding the tile because we do not want to show that number. So when I click on 7, I'm basically changing this particular tile or the buttons label to some 99, some third number, and I'm assigning 9 to this number, this particular button, and then I'm assigning 7 to the button which has the label 9. So I'm basically, it's like a interchanging the values. So when I click on it, but we will have an experience of moving this button there, because this this button gets hidden when I click on it, because there is an empty space, and this button shows up because it had previously it had 9, that's why it was invisible. Now it got 7, so it starts showing up, and we have a feeling of the button moving. Actually, technically, this button is gets hidden, and the button which is not here, invisible, that shows up. That's why, like, we have a feeling like, oh, the button is actually moving. No, it's the button is not moving. Actually, the buttons in this location, I'm just playing the visible property, show and hide, because of the number, based on the number. That's it. So I think that's the major logic there, and this logic is same. And also, how am I checking whether all these numbers are at what position the puzzle is completed? So for that, again, in the same button click, in the button click itself, on select button, on select property, I have the logic, very simple logic, because it's just a collection. So I know the collection here. So I'm putting all the numbers from the gallery, which is, if you see here, for all, I'm just creating like a for all loop for all the items in the gallery and putting it in a collection, and then I'm converting that collection into a text. I mean, I'm putting that number into a collection. I'm basically converting into a string value and comparing with the particular order, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and if these two strings match, simply true, otherwise it false. If it is true, the puzzle result is completed, and if it is completed, then I'm doing few more things here. I'm writing the play history. This works only in the mobile or tablet devices. So what happens is, I'm using the save data and load data functions, which are meant for Power Apps offline functionality. So I'm writing the play history if the puzzle is successfully completed, and writing into a collection with some properties, and I'm saving that collection with a name. And on app start, I'm not loading that, but in the play history I'm showing that information. Okay, that's all I did. I mean, it is very simple. And anything else? No, I think this is pretty much it. I'll make this app available in the community forum in the kids zone, so that other kids can play it. And if you have any feedback, please, I have a Twitter handle down there. So please reach out to me. You can provide comments in the community as well. I hope you all will like it. Thank you.